Hello everybody, welcome back to another brand new trip report. It's Alaska Trip Report. So I'm coming at you today from San Francisco for the first time ever. Here we are looking at the absolutely crazy slanted houses over there. It's hard to think how they look so crazy, yet in the inside they're supposed to be perfectly flat. It's just an optical illusion. My airplane got delayed in a couple hours, headed back to LAX, so I finally had the opportunity to see the Golden Gate Bridge for the very first time, and wow, I gotta say, that is beautiful. It's so much taller and more beautiful in person than I expected. This was really rare. I even got to see my first ever blimp passing the Golden Gate Bridge, which was a really lucky shot. Pretty awesome. Looks like they were testing it for flight. Here's a wide angle shot, and then I had someone help me take photos in my fursuit. So yes, I'm a furry. Hey. Here I am in my Uber on my way to the San Francisco airport. It's about a half hour to an hour in traffic, but I was really excited to take an Uber to the Golden Gate Bridge and see it because it's my first time in the state of California. So here we are pulling up to the Alaska Airlines bag drop counter, and here I am walking through to get to TSA pre-check. Looks like quite a long line. I'm glad I have pre-check. I was out within a minute and a half, which is amazing. Here I am taking the elevator downstairs. Alaska Airlines surprised me by texting me that I was upgraded to first class for free, being waitlisted, which was amazing, because now I get to check out the San Francisco Alaska Airlines lounge. Here we have some cookies and some treats. Over here we have a salad bar with fruit and cheese that you can grab and make a salad. And there's some meat and a whole bunch of stuff. There's a Hawaiian loco moco that you can make for yourself if you want. There's all the condiments to go with it. And here's the pastry section. We have scones, rolls, bread, everything you can think of. There's some other stuff on the side there. Here's Alaska's drink self-serve area, which you can choose from a solo selection over there, or coffee creamer, everything you want. Here we have a Porter Airlines Embraer E175Lr arriving into San Francisco from Toronto Pearson. The chocolate cookies and brownies were really nice and moist. Went perfect with a cup of coffee, and super happy that I was able to get into the lounge this morning with my first class ticket. Makes the experience well worth it. There's the delicious brownie, absolutely delicious. Of course, you know me, I never do coffee black, so there's cream and sugar in there. And there's some nice USB and charger ports to charge your phone while you're waiting there. Cheers. Here we have an absolutely beautiful Cathay Pacific Airbus A350-900 taxiing out for a flight to Hong Kong from San Francisco. I would much rather take her for 14 hours instead of going back to Alaska today. Here's the rest of the lounge. There's some really nice plants and some chairs for sitting and waiting. Looks like a very nice job that Alaska did with this San Francisco lounge. These chairs look really nice, big, and comfortable. I did not try them, but I should the next time I come back to this lounge. They look really nice. And some great views in here, and there's more drinks over there like coffee, cream, sugar, and everything else that you want to add to your coffee is right there. I am so ecstatic. A last-minute swap from original to the Honor Those Who Serve Embraer E175. This has been on my list for years. Here we are boarding the aircraft, and I am just getting ready to walk down the jet bridge to our amazing aircraft for today, for the 1 hour flight back down to LAX. And here we have an absolutely amazing view of our airplane for today. Look at how beautiful it is. I've now been on 2 out of the 4 Honor Those Who Serve, and I would like to continue that. Hello again, and welcome to the Alaska Embraer E175Lr operated by Skywest. Here we are just entering the cabin. I was so happy to find my seat was upgraded today, so here I am in 4D for the 1 hour flight.
92, headed to Los Angeles, proudly operated by Crusing Air. Do appreciate you being mindful of others while you're finding your seats and stepping out of the aisle to let others pass. We do have a full flight today, so in order to accommodate all luggage, smaller items like backpacks, purses, shopping bags, and briefcases must go under that seat in front of you. Our limited amounts of overhead bin space is reserved for our roller bags and duffel bags first. If you have any trouble with your luggage, let a crew member know. We're happy to help. A and D are the window seats. B and C are the aisle. Once again, welcome aboard.
Sparkling wine for you.
Orange juice?
Orange juice.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Water. It's a good year.
In order to accommodate all luggage, smaller items like backpacks, purses, shopping bags, and briefcases must go under the seat in front of you. We have very limited amounts of overhead bin space, and that bin space is reserved for roller bags and duffel bags first. If you have any trouble with your luggage, please let a crew member know. We're happy to help. A and D are the window seats. B and C are the aisle. And if you are making your way towards the back of the aircraft, our bin space is starting to fill up, so take a look around, see if you can find a home for that bag. If you cannot, let a flight attendant know. We'll get it checked free of charge to your final destination.
Directly in front of our seat underneath is the in-seat power outlets.
My name is Carson. I'm joined in front by Kate. We also have two wonderful flight attendants in the back, Emily and Brian. They're there primarily for your safety as well as ours, and they have my full support, so please give them your attention and show them your utmost respect. Overall, we are expecting a pretty smooth flight to Southern California this afternoon. With that said, if there is time at cruise, we will get that seatbelt sign off as soon as we can. Sorry about the delay, and thank you for your patience with that. We'll definitely try to make up as much time as we can. Thanks again for flying with us today. Sit back, relax, and enjoy your quick 56-minute flight to Los Angeles.
Ask you do so from your seat. Once again, in preparation for departure, ensure that seatbelt's fastened, seat back and tray table are up. All bags and larger items, including laptops, tablets, touch, keyboards, and purses are completely under the seat in front of you. Smaller devices do need to be in airplane mode and held or secure. With that, we hope you enjoy our quick 56-minute flight to Los Angeles.
Here we have United Airlines Airbus A321neo taxiing for a flight to Denver. Totally would rather be flying to Japan right now. Here's a Japan Airlines One World 7879 taking off for Tokyo Narita. Here we have a United Airlines Boeing 7879 Dreamliner rocketing off for Shanghai, China. Another airline I need to try one day is JetBlue. Here we have their A321neo headed to New York JFK. And here we have a United Airlines Boeing 777-300ER, which she is on takeoff roll for Taipei, Taiwan. Another flight I'd like to do. we have an awesome banking view over the city from the left side. I'm looking at the other passenger's window, and with this amazing iPhone, I can capture the cars driving on the strip of highway. Here we have a really nice view of the city, and then coming up, I can't believe it finally happened for me. I got the goal of getting the Golden Gate Bridge, flying directly over it, thanks to the pilot specifically for flying over there. And here's some more city views as we are turning left to get out to LAX. There's some nice buildings there. Here's a really nice view of the ocean and the beach as we are making our way down to SoCal. Here we have our first class service for this 1 hour flight, my Sprite Cranberry Mix, absolutely delicious. Cheers, welcome to another flight with a free first class upgrade with Alaska. And here the flight attendant is getting me my Kind Bar as the snack for this little flight. Here we have some really nice views of these Californian mountains, and the views keep getting better as we keep going down the coast to LAX. As there was about 10 minutes before descent and before the lavatories closed, here we are checking out the Alaska Airlines E175 restroom. Hello, peace. Average size sink, average toilet, and I asked the flight attendant if I could take a picture of the galley. There's the galley of all the good food where it's prepared up front. And now we have officially begun our descent into LAX. Here's some really pretty water and some really pretty beaches around the area. And now enjoy the landing.
Now folks, we have begun the descent. As we get ready to land in Los Angeles, we need your assistance in making sure all the items have been properly stowed that you brought out today. This is underneath the seat in front of you.
do tend to have longer taxi times where we are stopping and going more often, so please do keep an eye on that seatbelt.